The Grier's Tears. Oh, Grier. Sir Grier, how do I face the man in the mirror? The Prime Minister of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. No, I hope my special advisor is right about choosing starting with the man in the mirror as the tagline for my speech to party conference. But it beat Peter's suggestion of the YMCA, I suppose. That's better.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, damn, I banned saying that.
Party members, please welcome to the stage the Prime Minister of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Sir Grier Gelding. Come on down.
Woo! Woo, 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 woo! I'm polling worse than if Harold Shipman was Prime Minister, and I'm not even out of the honeymoon period yet. The trouble is, they just can't see how right I am. Oh, they just can't see it's the upper middle class running Britain now. The ruling class is dead. Long live the ruling class. Well, the good thing is, though, the opposition can just shut their little traps, because they are exactly the same as us. So, reviewing the headlines of my speech. No, I can't be looking at the auto cue all the time. Oh yes, my vision for modern British values. My political convictions were forged in the white-hot furnace of my legal practice in North London. Britain is grossly unfair, indecent, and just plain offensive. Lots of people I don't like are getting their own way, and what's worse, they're talking about it. Well, I'll shut them up. Ha! They called Doris Thompson a fascist. Well, just wait till they see how authoritarian I can be. No, that's not right. I must resist the urge to be negative, even if it's what the party want to hear. We in government are addressing Britain's terrible state of inequity by introducing a raft of new measures designed to tackle anyone not like us. Pretend offences, or McCrimes, as they're going to be called. For example, rolling your eyes, or ocular gyration, as the offence will be known, will be punishable with a non-crime hate-written warning under tough new guidelines to tackle microaggression. Swearing at inanimate objects will be punishable by at least 2 years in prison under new hate speech rules to protect the dignity of machines. And anyone who's perceived to be nasty in any circumstance will receive the death penalty without trial and then be made stateless for good measure under tough new laws. Oh, the Little England Brigade will cry, of course.
Oi, what about my freedom of speech?
Hey mate, what about my freedom of speech then, eh? Well, what about my right to only have to listen to university-educated middle-class drawl? Anyone else who wouldn't fit in Islington, not already being prosecuted, will be legislated against under the new incitement to whatever bill. Oh, I do love incitement. It's such a great way to silence the depraved, debauched, monstrous, indecent. What's that? How will we accommodate 3/4 of England's population imprisoned under these measures? Well, this government has a radical solution to the housing crisis. We will build a prison in every town in England and Wales. If we run out of room, we can always release some murderers and send them round to right-wing journalists. Great for building industry and great for the public sector. Intolerance will not be tolerated. And I'll tell you something else. Anyone who doesn't like that can just get out! I threw anyone who disagreed with me out of the party, and now I'm going to chuck the seditious bastards into the sea! The dirty tabloid reading. Why are people who don't live in upper middle-class London suburbs so indecent? Oh, no. No, come along now. I must be effortlessly superior. Show them the university-educated suburban middle class are better than everyone else. Quite right. Anyone who doesn't like us is just a bigot. So there. Now, where was I? I've lost myself in my vision for the country again. I've always been a visionary, like the great Tony Blair and Alistair Campbell, come to think of it. The sheer political courage to dream. Oh, I have a dream of a liberal Britain. A neoliberal Britain where everyone does and thinks what they're told. Now, what was the next point? The NHS. Oh, no, not yet. Net zero, that's right. The pièce de résistance of my speech. By 2026, this government will make Britain net zero. The Secretary of State for Energy and Climate Change, Mike Millipede, and I, mostly I, will wage war on fossil fuels with rolling blackouts across the country. We will single-handedly make Britain's carbon emissions lower than anywhere else in the world by running out of gas and electricity. For too long we've heard about pensioners freezing in their homes, so now the whole country will get to join in. How are we going to achieve that, I hear you ask? How dare you ask? How do you damn well dare? Do you know who I am? Sir Grier tap dancing gelding, and this is my country. It does as I say, and people who don't like that can leave or I'll lock them up, personally. Or maybe I'll make a law just to shut them up. I'm a modern-day middle-class Henry VIII, and I've got a thinner skin than a pantomime dame who hasn't had a laugh all winter. While the government and certain celebrities fly first class to Davos, this government will see the British public weeps with pride in their freezing cold homes at Britain's contribution to global net zero. They will beam with pride as they pay the most expensive public transport fares in the world because they've forsworn their cars for the greater good. They will say, "We may be subsidising the railway companies of Europe with inflation-busting fare rises, or we may be unable to get a seat on a 4-hour train journey. We may have to dodge the punches when the fights break out because our valiant forces of law and order are busy checking social media, but it's a sacrifice we're proud to make. Just look at the example we're setting the world. Britain is zero. Net zero. They'll point to the sky and say, 'Oi, there's a multi-millionaire in that plane up there.' Oh, it was worth being taxed out of our family summer holiday so politicians and pop stars can fly in private jets and represent us at the climate change summit, wasn't it? Oh, I'm so proud to be British." I don't think the opposition can ever say they achieved that. Pause for laughter. Oh, mustn't read that bit out loud. I ask you, who dares to impeach such a vision for green justice? Well, I suppose those bitter, far-right, cynical traitors who point out that other countries will more than compensate for our reduction in emissions will. But they can just spin on my well-manicured middle finger. I'm Sir Grier Gelding, don't they know that? I've been a lawyer. Of course I know what people need far better than they do, and if they don't like it, I won't even bother with prison. I'll just can them for dog food. No. I must rein in this passion of mine for social justice. Sometimes I say to myself, Sir Grier, President Grier, Baron Grier of Muswell Hill, Lord Grier of all Islington, King Grier. Sometimes I say to myself, Sir Grier, you just can't expect everyone to be as right as you, as virtuous as you. There's monks who'd struggle to achieve your level of piety. Now, the jewel in the crown of my speech. The NHS. Did you know that NHS managers and consultants have had their best year yet? Well, believe it. The Treasury, or Accounts as it's now called, because there's no treasure in it since Gordon Brown had a stroke of genius and sold off the gold reserves, has paid NHS managers 69% more in the last year alone. That means they'll soon be able to afford to move a street closer to civilized, decent neighborhoods with no lower or upper class bigots, like Clapham or Balham, or even Islington. No one can say this government isn't working for the people of this country. Affluent suburbs are blossoming. Managers and CEOs are wealthier than ever, and we can congratulate ourselves on being a genuinely open-minded, liberal, middle-class democracy. So will you join me in saying, I'm starting with the man in the mirror? Why? Well, I suppose those people who like Tony Garage won't. Or those people who follow out-of-work actors, or American billionaire disruptors on micro-blogging sites. But I'll get to them. I'll make following them illegal too.
Good morning. Here are this morning's headlines. In a shocking turn of events at the government's party conference in Liverpool last night, the Prime Minister Sir Grier Gelding finally turned inside out and disappeared up his own deficit. Sources close to the heart of government say the Prime Minister had been suffering from Vigenti duobilionis deficitus inversius for some time, and that what happened could have happened at any moment. Viewers should be reassured the cost of the dry cleaning will be funded from taxation.
Oh, it's nice in here. Oh, yes, this feels very nice. Very hoity-toity. Oh, yes. I can't hear anyone disagreeing with me. Have I finally found utopia? This was an Evcol Entertainment production, a part of the Masquerade series of monologues, featuring the voice talent of Mitch Howell, written by Richard Bates, directed and produced by Simon James Collier. Soundscape Design by Archie Lyon-Maris.